In my last video, I played Luna Snow for 50 matches and shared what I learned. I'm back with 100 matches under my belt, so it's time for some self-critiquing. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I show my stats. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the bad first. Despite finishing with a 60% win rate, solo queuing, and quick play, I really do not think I play strategist very well. A lot of this, I'm sure, has to do with me being fairly new to the game. I mean, between Psylocke and Luna Snow, I've got, I don't know, maybe 35 hours in the game. And to add on to the lack of experience, I have a really hard time tracking the enemy's ultimates, and I know that is a very, very important thing when you're playing strategist. There's just a lot going on in this game, really at any given moment, and I just have a hard time focusing on tracking stuff like that while I'm trying to heal and do damage and all that kind of stuff. And as far as Luna Snow herself goes, I don't do a very good job of handling enemy dive heroes. They do a really good job at making me panic, and sometimes I'll miss my freeze, and if that happens, you're kinda screwed, to be honest. And to add on to that, I don't do a very good job of using her freeze to stop the enemy ultimates. I'm always wanting to save it in case somebody dives me, which is basically like every single game. And I also have a really hard time actually hitting my allies with the heals, which is not good when you're playing a healer. They just don't ever stop moving, especially when they know you're trying to heal them and they're just moving all crazy. That drives me insane. Now we can talk about what I do good with Luna Snow. Luna does a ton of damage, and since I was playing DPS before this, I'm really good at killing enemies. In fact, my best games were games spent focusing more on doing damage rather than healing. I know that's counterproductive, but if I can put more pressure on the enemy team, it seems to help out my team and I don't have to heal as much, if that makes sense. I had a lot of matches where I could just tell it didn't matter how much I healed somebody, they were just going to keep trying to go solo and just keep dying over and over, and it just got to a point where it's like, you're not killing anything, so I'm just going to start killing stuff, so maybe we have a chance at winning this game. To add on to that, I definitely had matches with good allies that were able to kill things, and I was more than happy to stay on the back line and just focus on healing. It didn't feel like I had to do everything for the win, so it was actually easy to play support in those matches. I just did not get very many games like that. I also made it a point to focus on any enemy flying heroes or any equipment the enemy throws out on the battlefield, or things like Loki clones. Luna absolutely melts that stuff, so it felt like my responsibility to handle those things, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. All in all, I'm pretty happy with my performance and my stats overall as Luna Snow in 100 matches. The only thing I really wish I could change is I wish I could have got my healing numbers higher, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to. Now it's time for me to learn how to play tank, so you have to let me know in the comments down below who you'd like to see me play, and thanks for watching.